Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking. We're going to use the Arcanum Tarot for your reading today. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you who've subscribed to my channel. I'm really grateful to have you on board. I love all your comments. I love reading what you write. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's just beautiful. Sometimes it's all beautiful. Okay, oh, we got the Six of Wands jumping out on us here. Some sort of victory, some sort of recognition coming through. Just a couple of little reminders. Obviously, if you need to know anything about me, everything is in the box below. I was going to have a Facebook Live this Saturday, but because I realised I'd booked it on an Easter Saturday, I didn't think it was probably the best time to have it. So I'm going to review my calendar and update all my dates in the next few days. I'm actually thinking of moving the Facebook Lives to an evening rather than having them on a weekend. But we'll see how we go there. And just a reminder that I will be in Goulburn on the 2nd of May. I know it's still a month away, but I know people too have to prepare their time. So I'll start putting stuff on Facebook to let you know where I am. I'm off to do a little bit of, I'm going to have a little bit of a holiday, but it's going to be sort of a working holiday too, because I know people like to catch up with me. So I'm off on the 3rd of May up to Queensland. Had someone say they wanted to catch up with me in Brisbane. So if you're interested in catching up with me, Brisbane or Newcastle mainly, let me know, or even Port Macquarie actually. Let me know and I'll pop in on my way through. Do some readings and meet you. All right, we are going to get into this Arcanum Tarot. Let's crack it open for the day. Love it. We have the Lovers card coming through. Beautiful card. The Lovers card is a card that talks about two people being brought together by the divine. This is a match, like we always say, you know, like a match made in heaven. It's sort of, it's the sort of relationship that the divine brings you both together because you obviously have a greater purpose on this planet. The Lovers card originally meant a choice, that there was a choice in love. We don't see that so much nowadays. That's the way it looked when I first started reading it hundreds of years ago. So the Lovers card is about two people being brought together in a love. Oh my goodness. Well, I got to tell you, what can I say? It deserves a hooly dooly, guys, right? So we have the Two of Cups behind here. The Two of Cups is a card that talks about soulmates. It's a little different to the Lovers card. The Lovers card's a major arcana card. And it is much, much stronger because when it's a major arcana, we know the universe has sort of got a little bit of a handle on what's going on here. They're a little bit more responsible with this one. The soulmate card is a little different. It talks about a relationship where two people meet eye to eye, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a romantic relationship like the Lovers card does. But it does mean that you're meeting someone who you can very much align yourself with, someone who maybe has very similar values to you. But whoever this person is, you can see in this particular deck, they have the same picture on both. So a little closer in the Lovers card to what they are there. I've never noticed that before. All right, what is happening? You've got a message coming through from someone here with this Page of Wands. There is some sort of, so I feel like it could be somebody engaging with you, somebody asking you on a date, somebody sending some sort of message through to say, hey, I'm interested. Do you want to come out for dinner? This could be a text, it could be a phone call, but this person is definitely looking at moving this to the next stage. So you may have been talking to this person for a while, you may have had some sort of connection with this person, but this is the whole, let's start moving the whole process along a bit here. All right, so we have the Three of Swords. I've seen this card a little bit lately, and I figure you could be dealing with someone who has other things to consider. You could be still dealing with past hurts and pains. But the Three of Swords never really tells you whether it's something that's going on in the moment or whether it's something that's happened in the past that you're still carrying. So it's sort of an okay, all right. The Seven of Cups behind this tells me that there's a little bit of a confusion here. Either you're thinking this person has other options, or you're worried about them having other options and you're worried about getting your heart broken. Or you're feeling confused because this person may be in another situation here. I'm really quite surprised because everybody gets very tentative about talking to people about third parties, but it happens a lot. It's not a rare occurrence. It happens a lot where people fall in love with someone who's already committed to somebody else. Let's go a bit deeper, but I feel like there's some sort of confusion here. Yeah, okay, all right, let's just have a look at this. Right. I feel like you're dealing with someone who may be in the process of going through some sort of separation or divorce. You may know that this person's been in another relationship. You may know that they've been dealing with somebody else. And there's confusion here because I feel with the moon, it's like you're not really sure at what stage in the proceedings this person is at. But with the Six of Swords here, I would say that you're dealing with a person who's walking away from something else. Now, for whatever reason, this person feels ready to get out there in the field again. So whoever this person is, I feel the reason you're feeling confused here is because there's not enough information. But for this Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands, I would say you're dealing with someone who's either left a situation behind or is currently in the process of leaving a situation behind. This still means you're very confused as to what point they're at in this situation, and maybe why you're a little reluctant. I just realized I didn't plug my microphone in. Why you may be reluctant to engage with this person. All right, let's see where we're going with it. This is always good to see. Now, you could be dealing with a person who's just started divorce proceedings, is going through divorce proceedings, and because of that Seven of Cups, it might mean you're not really sure where they're up to. But it looks like they've either commenced or they are in the process of. It could be completed. I'm sure the cards will tell us that. But the fact that we've got the Six of Swords leading to the Justice card says to me this person is moving forward here. There is something here that this person will disclose to you. There is something that they are ready to open up to you about. I feel like some sort of conversation is going to come out where they're going to explain all this to you anyway. So if somebody does approach you, you must already have some indication of this person or some knowledge of this person. You must already have, maybe there's somebody you know already. Maybe you're friends with them. Maybe you know them through a friendship group. And I feel like this person has realized now they want to move forward with you, and I feel like they're coming forward to explain all this with this card here. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups coming through. So the Nine of Cups is the wish card. This is about wishes coming true, things starting to, progress here. This is somebody's wish. So maybe it is something you wanted. Maybe it's something your person wanted. Maybe it's something you both wanted. Maybe your person couldn't do anything about it before because they were in some sort of commitment. But there's an explanation coming here. I can feel the explanation in the Justice card here. All right, Seven of Swords coming through. Okay, Four of Swords. There is some level of distrust you have with this person here. I don't think it's like bitter, nasty distrust. I feel honestly that you are feeling a little bit unsure of what decision to make here. The Four of Swords sort of tells me you might take time out here to really sort of go inside and make a decision, because there's healing here. And I always say with the Four Swords, not so much in this card, but in the traditional tarot, we see three swords overhead and one sword underneath the person, which always gives rise to me about healing after a heartbreak. With this one, the swords are all above this person. So I feel like this, not so much that this person needs to be healed, it's more to me that this person needs to consider with the swords there what they want to do in this situation. I feel like your person may be somewhat still bound by a past situation. You may be dealing with someone who has other commitments still as a part of some sort of situation they're coming out of here. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands and the Death card. You have Libra and Scorpio being represented in this reading. I'm feeling like for some of you here, you really want to invest in this person. I feel like that they are, with that Nine of Cups there, someone you really want to have a relationship with, or a situation with. You really want to move forward on this, but there's this sense of not being able to trust this. And maybe with the Nine of Wands, we could be talking about somebody who's been hurt before, without any doubt. But there's sort of this other energy of maybe this person's been around before for some of you. The Death card sort of says to me something has to transform in this relationship. Now, as I always say, there are three components to a relationship. There's you, there's me, and there is the relationship. This isn't about you transforming. It's not about them transforming. It's about coming to some sort of agreement, or let me just go a bit further with this, because I feel like that's, yeah, you're dealing with a Leo, Sag, or Aries, or someone who has them predominantly in their chart. This person sees you as their Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. The only thing we don't have is the Ace of Cups, but we have the Two of Cups twice. Very, very strong energy between the two of you. But what I really like more than anything here is this energy that something is going to change through a conversation before this relationship takes off. And it's about honesty, it's about putting everything on the table, and it's about transforming the relationship itself before you actually move forward. So there's a very honest conversation going on here about how do we move this forward? How are we both sort of not going to get hurt here? What are we both putting in here? What are we both committing to? Because we have someone here who feels very, very passionate about you, and they're very determined to get this off the ground. They see you as a wish come true. They see you as everything they want in a relationship. I have a feeling for some of you, this person may have moved out of their own or old relationship to come towards you. There's some sort of movement away from a family unit here. What's the last? We have the Five of Wands coming through. I'm just going to quickly clarify that. Actually, I'll take the next card. Nine of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel this is this conflict within this relationship. It's almost like this energy of knowing that you've asked for this, knowing that you're moving towards something, but having some anxiety here. Now, I'm not really sure if this anxiety is something that you're feeling because this situation is coming around to you, back to you, or whether you are just worried that this person's maybe not being completely truthful with you here. Let's get a bit more information. All right. I feel like this person is being guided to you or guided back to you here with the Lovers card. They may have made some sort of choice here. Okay, so we have the Soulmate card coming through too. So this is a very potent relationship. I feel this person is maybe contacting you for a date, perhaps after some sort of separation or situation where they couldn't move forward previously. There seems to be confusion here, especially with the Moon, on whether this person is still in another commitment or whether they're completely free. But I see here with this Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands that this person has actually cleared some sort of past situation here. Card wants to come out. 8 of Wands. See communication coming through. Nine of Swords, 5 of Wands. Okay, some sort of burden to be put down here. Okay, first off, I want to say, yeah, I understand that completely now with the 3 of Cups. Okay, the Star. First of all, the energy I got here is the energy of worrying about this person moving from one situation into a situation with you without actually having some sort of break or opportunity to spend time by themselves before they come forward. I feel like with the 10 of Wands, there's sort of this energy of knowing this person's put this burden down, but this concern here around whether you're dealing with someone who's codependent and relationship hopping. That's what I want to get here. I feel like with the 3 of Cups that there's sort of very much this energy of something to celebrate here, because we do have the Star card here. So I do feel that this is something that has been divinely brought together here. I feel really strongly here with this energy of anxiety and stress and overthinking this. It's like I've you know, produced these 7 Pentacles now, and I'm really happy with what I've harvested or what I'm about to harvest, but I still have this sort of energy behind it of stress or anxiety. I feel like you're worried this person is perhaps rushing something, but maybe a conversation will tell you that this person may have been away from their past situation for a while. I don't think this person has gone from one relationship to the other. I do feel that they've gone through some sort of transformation here and done some healing. So maybe that is what the conversation's going to clear up in regards to the whole relationship or whole situation. It's almost like you're really sort of talking about the possibilities here before you move forward. So maybe that will be the conversation you're having up front. I don't think you're going to jump into this like the Fool card. I feel like you're going to take your time with it. But I think there's this concern that you're dealing with someone who's codependent, or you're dealing with someone who hasn't fully healed from a past situation. I think that's more of your concern here. But I feel that will be all cleared up once you have that conversation. All right. No, I don't want to. Actually, that was really interesting. Cosmic Butterfly. Intimacy. See, transformation and intimacy. That's really interesting, but I will go for one card only. Ah, there it is. The Blood Dance. All right, let's see what that's about. Card 42. The heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the centre and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationship with each other and with human beings in the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, it's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the furthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the centre, then craving the feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow, it's easier to feel the divine presence than at other times, yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase or feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connections shall return with either greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying life and fear that you've lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will be always called home. I feel like you're coming home to someone here. And maybe you're doubting it, maybe you're fearing it, maybe you're unsure of whether you're doing the right thing. I feel like this person has moved heaven and earth to be with you. All right, love's language speaks like the sound of falling leaves, caressing wind to bear aromas sweet. You ask if I can love in measure true and give emotions weight, the scales due. Each tear releases more than words can say, expressing all my heart wants to convey. Have an amazing day. Thank you.